In the humid haze of a Caribbean dawn, where turquoise waves lapped at the jagged shores of Little St. James, a private island disguised as paradise, Jeffrey Epstein surveyed his domain. At 66, he was a ghost billionaire. A 66-year-old Ashkenazi Jewish Caucasian man with fair, pale skin, showing subtle age spots and freckles on his cheeks, short, wavy grey hair combed to the side, sharp, piercing blue eyes with hooded lids, a prominent aquiline nose, thin lips in a forward lip purse expression conveying secrecy, angular face with high cheekbones and defined jawline clean-shaven, wearing a white-collared shirt, slight right head tilt, gazing thoughtfully from the deck of his blue-striped temple. The year was 2019, but Epstein's empire had been building for decades, a labyrinth of chandeliers wired with hidden lenses, safes bulging with DVDs of whispered sins. He didn't need a gun, he owned secrets. Born in 1953 to a working-class family in Coney Island, Epstein was no prodigy from privilege. A college dropout with a knack for numbers, he charmed his way into the Dalton School in 1974 as a math teacher on Manhattan's Upper East Side, an elite enclave where trust was currency. No degree, no credentials, just a gift for reading rooms. By 1976, he vaulted to Bear Stearns, a Wall Street titan, becoming a partner in 2 years without passing a single broker's exam. Portfolios worth millions flowed through his hands. How? It's like Uber hiring a driver who never took the test and handing him the fleet, one observer quipped. Epstein dodged taxes with clever schemes, befriending the wealthy who craved his loopholes. But whispers lingered. Who supplied the parts for this construct? Economist Eric Weinstein, after a tense dinner, nailed it. Epstein wasn't human. He was fabricated. Smart kid from nowhere, good with figures, but his ascent screamed artifice. He packed dinner tables with Nobel laureates, former presidents, and United Nations envoys, cosmopolitan gatherings of eminence. You cannot be a blackmail artist if people know you're a blackmail artist, he once joked, but the punchline was darker. Rich people could buy anything except silence. Epstein traded access, a night of prestige for lifelong leverage. Enter Les Wexner, the retail emperor behind Victoria's Secret. In 1987, Wexner granted Epstein power of attorney over his billions, a king's ransom handed to a newcomer. Epstein leveraged it ruthlessly. Wexner denied it, but the documents showed he never revoked the power. Suddenly, Epstein's checkbook swelled. A $40 million Manhattan mansion, Gulfstream jets on standby. Credibility cascaded. When a Fortune 500 titan vouched for you, doors didn't open, they swung wide. With cash secured, Epstein scaled. Palm Beach became his hunting ground. A teen lured with $200 for a massage netted another $200 per recruit. Dozens formed a pyramid of vulnerability. I thought I was being helped, one survivor recalled, but he preyed on us. Little St. James, that lonely sliver of rock, masqueraded as a resort, turquoise waters, pressed polo staff. But inside, mechanical rooms hummed with electronic locks and cameras aimed at every bed. Renovation crews whispered of CIA grade wiring, every chandelier a lens. Ghislaine Maxwell, the socialite enforcer, orchestrated it all. Daughter of media mogul Robert Maxwell, a rumored Israeli asset, she handled logistics, recruitment, room assignments, schoolgirl costumes, passport seizures. In 2022, she drew 20 years for trafficking, but no clients joined her on the bench. Why indict Maxwell alone? Survivors demanded. Epstein owned the supply chain. Jet from Teterboro, helicopter to the island, launch boat for the final leg. No taxis, no escape. Pilots logged teams boarding alone. No luggage, only fear. Survivors like Virginia Giuffre and Sarah Ransom testified to the scars. I was abused by people I can't name, Giuffre said. Videos existed, hours of royalty, billionaires, professors compromised. The people who know are frightened, one insider confided. Epstein's machine churned leverage, bend a prince with palace footage, a physicist with lab whispers. It was mafia initiation, prove loyalty, earn the blackmail hook. You're a made man, as one expert put it, crazy things sealed on tape. By 2006, Palm Beach police compiled a 53-page dossier. Victim interviews, phone logs, trash can DNA. It screamed endgame. But federal prosecutors under Alex Acosta struck a sweetheart deal. Non-prosecution for Epstein and all co-conspirators, known or unknown. He pleaded to state charges, served 13 months in a county jail wing with work release. A bookie got more time. Acosta later admitted it was told Epstein belonged to intelligence. Back off. CIA, Mossad, MI6, Saudi ties via Adnan Khashoggi. Epstein threaded global webs, Russia mornings, Israel nights, jets waved through customs like ghosts. Vanity Fair's Vicky Ward submitted a profile with whistleblowers Maria and Annie Farmer. Editor Graydon Carter spiked it after a private Epstein meeting. Days later, a severed cat's head and bullet appeared at Carter's home. Godfather echoes cat instead of horse. Carter denied intimidation. Banks flagged him too. Deutsche classified Epstein high risk in 2015 for offshore millions, yet kept accounts open until the Miami Herald's expose. JP Morgan's compliance memos echoed the pattern. When police, press and banks tripped the same wire, someone cut the fuse. Infrastructure, not luck. Somebody ran interference, a former prosecutor mused. Protection wasn't accidental. Epstein was either a blackmail merchant or a front. If you wanted dirt on senators, judges, billionaires, one analyst said, film them with a 12-year-old, control forever. Layers of obfuscation. He wasn't employed, just useful. Post-conviction, Bill Gates dined with him. Layers upon layers. August 10th, 2019, 6:30 a.m., Metropolitan Correctional Center. Epstein, off suicide watch against policy, dangled from a bunk sheet noose. Cameras malfunctioned, footage unusable. Guards shopped online, dozed, falsified logs, felony pleas in 2021. Visitor pages ripped out. Autopsy. Hanging, ruled the chief examiner, but Dr. Michael Barden, eyeing hyoid fractures, called it homicidal strangulation. No place to hang in that cell, a former inmate insisted. Epstein didn't kill himself trended, eclipsing the real plot. The red herring, suicide or murder. Focus there, ignore the tapes. FBI raided his townhouse weeks prior, hauling labeled CDs, hard drives, hundreds to thousands of DVDs from his drilled safe. Tens of thousands of hours, Epstein and elites with minors. Maxwell's trial confirmed none entered evidence. Where are they? I want the customers, a podcaster roared. Flight logs, client lists, distractions. The drives control votes, mergers, verdicts, still. Weinstein's hunch returns. Who engineered the construct? Theory 1, state-run access op. Mossad rumors via Maxwell's father. Israeli firm cameras in his townhouse. But CIA MI6 vets saw familiar tradecraft. Recruit the party host, not the prince. If foreigners collect on our leaders, an ex-analyst said, Langley's instinct, do we have a copy? Multiple flags flew. Theory 2, free agent data broker. Epstein peddled vice by terabyte. Royals to one buyer, tech moguls to another. No single puppeteer. The market sustained him. Paper trail substantiates 30-plus same-day global flights. No customs delays. New Mexico helipad to Pentagon specs. Overkill for private use. Ideal for shadow traffic. Guest logs. 6 DARPA Pentagon-funded scientists on Little St. James. Banks ignored flags. He moved unmolested through airports, labs, lobbies, like a man cleared in advance. No tidy reveal, intelligence ops bury details. Epstein's gone, but his estate's odd wires persist. Breadcrumbs,